Welcome back to Crypto Educate channel, and if you are new here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe right now. Because what we are about to break down is absolutely massive for the Pi network ecosystem, and I need you to stick around until the very end, because I am going to give you my raw, unfiltered opinion on something that could completely shift the crypto landscape as we know it. So let's get straight into it, because the Pi network is making moves that are shaking the entire community. And I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And before we dive deep, you guys really need to keep sharing my videos, because the more people we get in here, the stronger this community becomes. So drop that Pi network to the moon in the comment box. And let's get this conversation started, because right now, the Core team is executing on a technical roadmap that is far more strategic than most pioneers realize. And I want to break this down for you in a way that makes sense, because according to Core team, following the successful completion of the Protocol 26 upgrade on Pi Mainnet, Pi testnet is now upgrading to Protocol 27. And this is not just a routine update. This is a fundamental shift in how the network operates. Protocol 27 introduces more flexible and secure smart contract authentication capabilities, enabling more advanced ways for accounts and applications to authorize transactions, and this upgrade continues Pi's broader work to incorporate newer protocol features and expand the network's smart contract capabilities. But here is where it gets really interesting, because the target date for the mainnet upgrade to 27 is September 15th, 2026, and pioneers, listen to me, because this is where my opinion comes in strong. Many in the community are now asking, is this really a coincidence? And I am going to tell you right now, I do not believe in coincidences when it comes to Pi network. So consider the timeline with me. The Clarity Act was initially expected much earlier, but held back DEX and smart contracts for years. Multiple delays pushed the vote to September 15th, and FIAT V27 mainnet upgrade for the exact same date. And the theory that is gaining traction right now is that Pi core team has been strategically waiting for regulatory clarity before unlocking core DeFi features. And I have to say, this makes perfect sense to me, because launching DEX and smart contracts before clear U.S. rules could expose Pi to serious legal risk. And by aligning V27 with Clarity Act timing, Pi positions itself as one of the few fully compliant crypto projects in the space. So I want to ask you guys, do you think this is the reason for the slow and steady approach all along? Because I think it is, and I think the core team has been playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. And this is exactly why you need to be paying attention to every move they make, because this upgrade is not just about technology. It is about positioning Pi as a legitimate player in the regulated financial ecosystem, and that is a bullish signal for every single pioneer holding Pi. So now let's shift our attention to something that is happening right now in the migration process, because according to Amarin Chain, someone received both the first and second migrations at the same time, and the community is wondering, is this actually happening? And I am here to confirm for you that yes, it is true. The Pi network migration system is processing large-scale account transitions in waves, and in some cases, the system is combining pending transfers from both migration phases into a single transaction. And let me tell you what this means for you, because it is crucial. Number one, it is not a glitch. The system is optimizing by batching transfers. Number two, two-factor authentication is key, completing wallet. Two-factor authentication may help ensure smoother migration processing. And number three, first migrations still take priority, so second migrations do not compromise the speed of first migrations. And over 119,000 pioneers have already completed their second migrations. So yes, if you are eligible and the system batches your transfers, you could see both migrations arrive at once. And I want to hear from you. Have you received your migration yet? Drop it in the comments and share your experience, because this is major progress for the network. And guys, remember to share this video, because everyone needs to know that the migration system is working at full speed now. Let's talk about the bigger picture, because according to CryptoLeak KVN, Visa is heating up the stablecoin race. And I want to ask you guys, could Pi network benefit from this trend? Because the blockchain payment race is entering a new phase. Following MasterCard's acquisition of BVNK, Visa is reportedly seeking new partners to handle stablecoin payments and settlements across major markets, such as the US, Canada, the UK, and Singapore. And the significance here is not just about stablecoins. It is about what these giants are truly competing for: the infrastructure for digital money flows. Visa and MasterCard are demonstrating that Blockchain is no longer merely an experiment. The focus is shifting from asset speculation toward payments, on-chain settlement, and real-world applications. So where does Pi Network fit in? And I am going to give you my honest take on this. There is currently no official evidence of a partnership or integration between Visa and Pi Network, so the information above should not be interpreted as a direct relationship between Visa and Pi. However, in the long run, this trend is certainly worth watching for the Pi community, because Pi is building an ecosystem centered on users, applications, and real-world transactions, and if global financial institutions continue to drive the adoption of on-chain payments, blockchains with substantial ecosystems, efficient transaction capabilities, and the potential to generate real-world utility will have greater opportunities to participate in the digital economy. And this is where my analysis gets deep, because the world is building the rails for on-chain money flows and Pi is building an ecosystem. So the crucial question is not just what is the price of Pi, but can Pi become part of the future global payment infrastructure and digital economy? And I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you see Pi integrating with traditional finance in the future? Let me know in the comments. And guys, Pi Network holders could soon have a new way to convert Pi coin, because a new Pi Network conversion concept has sparked discussion over real-time Bitcoin to fiat exchanges, highlighting growing interest in Pi's utility. According to IYLDA's 3253 on X, a system could allow Pi Network users to convert Pi into different fiat currencies instantly based on current exchange rates, and the idea has generated interest among pioneers because fiat conversion is closely connected to one of the most important questions surrounding any cryptocurrency: how easily can its digital value be converted into traditional money? And the proposal described in the post is presented as only one part of a much larger picture for the Pi Network ecosystem. Rather than focusing solely on conversion, the concept points toward a broader vision in which Pi could potentially become more accessible for everyday financial activity, and for cryptocurrency users, the ability to move between digital assets and fiat currencies can be an important part of practical utility. So why does fiat conversion matter for Pi Network? Because cryptocurrencies operate in a digital financial environment. While most everyday expenses remain denominated in traditional currencies, people generally think in terms of dollars, euros, pounds, rupiah, and other fiat currencies when paying for goods and services. As a result, the ability to understand the value of a cryptocurrency in fiat terms is essential for users. A system capable of converting Pi into fiat currencies, using live exchange rates, could potentially make Pi easier to understand and use. Instead of manually checking different markets or calculating conversion rates, users could potentially see how much their Pi holdings correspond to a selected fiat currency in real time. And I want to be clear with you guys, this would not necessarily mean that users could immediately withdraw Pi as cash through such a system. The original post describes a conversion concept, and the actual availability of fiat conversion would depend on the infrastructure, services, and markets supporting Pi. Nevertheless, the concept highlights an important area of interest for the Pi Network community, and I want to break down real-time exchange rates for you, because exchange rates constantly change in financial markets. The value of one currency against another can move based on market conditions, liquidity, and other factors. For cryptocurrency users, this can make conversion calculations more complicated, particularly when moving between a digital asset and multiple fiat currencies. The concept, shared by IYLDA's 253, focuses on instant exchange rates. Under such a model, users could select a fiat currency and receive a real-time conversion estimate for their Pi. For example, a user could theoretically check the value of a specific amount of Pi in USD, dollars, euros, or another national currency, and this type of functionality could make Pi more accessible to users who are unfamiliar with cryptocurrency pricing. It could also make it easier for merchants and applications to display Pi-denominated prices alongside traditional currency values. So now I want to ask you, could Pi become more useful for everyday transactions? Because the discussion around fiat conversion is ultimately connected to the broader question of Pi utility. A cryptocurrency's usefulness is not determined solely by its market price. Users also need practical ways to spend, receive, exchange, and measure the asset. If Pi can become integrated into more applications and financial tools, its role within the ecosystem could potentially expand. Fiat conversion could become one component of that broader infrastructure. For merchants, displaying the approximate fiat value of a Pi payment could make pricing easier for users, seeing the current value of Pi in their preferred currency could provide greater clarity when making transactions. For developers, conversion functionality could potentially be integrated into applications that use Pi as a payment or settlement asset. However, these are potential use cases rather than confirmed developments based on the reference post. And I want to make an important distinction here, because one important distinction should be made when discussing P2 fiat conversion. A conversion tool that displays the equivalent fiat value of Pi is not necessarily the same as a service that allows users to withdraw fiat money to a bank account. For example, an application could calculate how much Pi is worth in US dollars based on a current exchange rate, without actually providing a mechanism for users to sell Pi and receive dollars. Actual fiat settlement generally requires appropriate exchange infrastructure, liquidity, and payment channels, and this distinction is important because community discussions about Pi conversion can sometimes combine several different concepts. The post from Ayildas 3253 specifically focuses on converting Pi network cryptocurrency into fiat currencies using instant exchange rates. The broader functionality and availability of actual fiat withdrawals would depend on the services supporting the conversion. And I want to emphasize that the post describes fiat conversion as only a small piece of the big picture, and that statement reflects the broader direction of the Pi network community, where discussions increasingly focus on how Pi could function within a wider digital economy. Conversion is only one part of a cryptocurrency ecosystem. Other components include payments, decentralized applications, exchanges, wallets, merchant adoption, and liquidity for Pi network. To develop into a mature Web3 ecosystem, these different elements would need to work together. A reliable conversion mechanism could potentially become one component. Connecting the Pi economy with the traditional financial system, users could understand the fiat value of their Pi, while businesses could potentially use fiat-denominated pricing when accepting Pi. That could reduce one of the barriers faced by people who are unfamiliar with cryptocurrency. And this raises questions about how Pi could interact with the broader Web3 economy, because Web3 applications increasingly connect digital assets with real-world financial activities. Users may hold cryptocurrency, use decentralized applications, and interact with digital marketplaces. While still needing traditional currencies for many everyday expenses, a conversion layer could potentially help bridge those environments. For Pi network, this could become particularly relevant if the ecosystem continues to expand. Its applications and services, the ability to display Pi values in different fiat currencies, would provide a familiar reference point for users around the world. It could also make international participation easier, because users would not necessarily need to rely on a single currency when evaluating their Pi holdings. And now I want to tell you what pioneers should watch, because while the idea has attracted attention, pioneers should distinguish between a community-shared concept and an officially confirmed Pi network feature. The reference provided does not establish that a universal Pi to fiat conversion service has been officially launched by the Pi core team. Instead, it highlights a potential functionality that could become useful within the broader Pi ecosystem. The key factors to watch would include whether official Pi network infrastructure supports such functionality, which markets provide the exchange rates, how liquidity is handled, and whether users can actually settle converted funds through supported financial channels. These details would determine whether a conversion feature represents simply a price calculator or a fully operational fiat on-ramp. An off-ramp, and the growing interest in Pi to fiat conversion ultimately reflects a much larger question about the future of Pi coin. Can Pi become an asset that users can easily understand, exchange, and use across different economic environments? A real-time conversion mechanism could potentially contribute to that goal by connecting Pi's digital value with traditional currencies. But conversion alone would not determine the success of the ecosystem. Pi would also require practical applications, sufficient liquidity, reliable infrastructure, and continued development of the broader Web3 environment. The concept, shared by Ayildas 253, therefore, represents one potential piece of a much larger puzzle. If Pi network eventually develops comprehensive infrastructure, connecting Pi with multiple fiat currencies, decentralized applications, and real-world payments, conversion could become an important part of the user experience. For now, the idea remains a topic of strong community interest, rather than confirmation of a new official Pi network service. Still, the discussion highlights why fiat accessibility matters. The easier it becomes for users to understand the value of Pi and potentially move between digital and traditional financial systems, the more practical the cryptocurrency could become for pioneers. watching the evolution of Pi Network. The question is no longer only how much Pi is worth. It is also how easily that value can eventually be used, exchanged and connected to the wider global economy. And I want to remind you that this video does not constitute financial advice or a recommendation and should not be treated as such. We strongly advise seeking independent financial guidance from a qualified and regulated professional before engaging in any investment or financial activities now. Before I let you go, I want to say this. The Pi Network ecosystem is evolving right in front of our eyes, and every update, every migration, every conversation about fiat accessibility is building towards something much bigger. So I need you to keep sharing this video. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the Protocol 27 upgrade, the migration, batching, Visa's stablecoin moves, and the fiat conversion concept. Your opinion matters to this community. And if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to Crypto, educate, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching and supporting this channel. And I want to invite you to check out my other videos, where we deep dive into Pi Network news, crypto updates, and market insights that you won't find anywhere else. This is Crypto Educate signing off. But remember, the conversation does not end here. Keep the discussion going in the comments. Keep sharing your knowledge and keep supporting this incredible community. I will see you in the next video. Peace.